Listen, y'all, you are masterful at keeping it real. And somebody absolutely loves this about you. I mean, they absolutely love it. All right, y'all? This individual feels like they don't have to play guessing games with you. They don't feel like you're a puzzle or some sort of weird thing that they got to figure out, etc., etc. They love that you say what you say and you mean what you mean. They love that they can rely on you, that they can depend on you. You're a very dependable individual. You're very reliable, and you're also very trustworthy. All right. And you don't have a problem with saying what you want, how you want to say it, when you want to say it. All right. Many of you all, some of you all have been becoming better at that. Okay. And you like to keep it real. Some of you all, this has to do with the way that you speak, the way that you talk. You're not afraid to say what some may be afraid to say. You're not afraid to do certain things that some individuals may be afraid to do. For some of y'all, your confidence, you're not an arrogant individual, and you're not like a pick-me type of, somebody. But y'all have this thing about you where you just are a farm, okay? You are a farm without even trying to. And you can literally walk into the room and all eyes will be on you. And you could be literally not even really doing anything to gain people's attention. You could not even be trying to, but it's your aura, all right? It's just something about you and how you are. I'm sensing the opposite of what Cat Williams says in Friday After Next, how when he was playing the character Money Mike, how he says it's not your beauty, it's your booty, right? It's the it's the opposite with you. It's not like I'm sensing it's not necessarily what you wear or maybe like what you do per se. It's just you. It's your aura. It's your essence. It's your realness. Individuals really like that. You're not fake. You're not the type of individual to lie to somebody straight to their face type of thing. Like if they ask you what do you think about something or how you feel about something or your opinions, you give them to them, even if you know that they might not like it, right? But you're very tactful with how you do it, and that's also really great about you. And so for some of you all, if it's not like the way you say things or how you are, it's more of like when you say you've gone through something, you've really gone through something. When you say you've been around certain individuals, you've really been around those individuals. When you say you didn't do something, you really didn't do it, right? And there's something about that part of you that is so valuable in this day and age, where a lot of people like to clout chase and they like to be fake and hide who they really are. They just do a lot of things that catfishing, all right? So somebody likes that you're not catfishing them, okay? They like that they know what to expect with you, so to say. They like that you're not putting on a front, or that you're not fake. So for some of you all, if you like certain things, you don't hide that, right? And so somebody really, really loves that about you. Like, an example, the way that I'm seeing this, right, is like, you know how some individuals, they're actually like really, they like what people would call childlike things, right? So let's say they like video gaming, right? I'm one of those individuals. I love video gaming. I'm not a super gamer, all right? And I more so stick to like Nintendo type games, okay? I love gaming, all right? But let's say like there's an individual who's like into gaming, but when they're around certain people who think that that's for kids, or that's childish, or that's stupid, they'll switch up and not tell people that they like those things. Or they will, when people are talking bad about people who do like them, they'll join in on the conversation with them, talking bad about those types of people, even though they're like that, right? So that's like an example of what this energy is saying about like you not being that way. You like what you like and you're gonna stand on it. And if people don't like it, then oh fucking well, like it is what it is, right? That actually just reminded me too, y'all. Let me know if you've played Donkey Kong. All right, I know this is like a whole side, but I'm so excited about it, y'all. Donkey Kong Bonanza, y'all. Oh my gosh. I played Donkey Kong when it first came out, way back when. I'm not gonna tell y'all how, I don't even think I can remember exactly how old I was at that time, but I was young, okay? But I've been a Donkey Kong fan forever, all right? Donkey Kong is one of my favorite Nintendo characters ever, okay? And so, yeah, they just came out with a new Donkey Kong game, and y'all, it is wild. Let me know if y'all are into gaming as well. That's just like a side note type of thing. But anyway, so I'm like super excited about playing it and happy, and yeah, it's gonna be lit, right? Actually, for a little while there, I was actually kind of contemplating, should I get the Nintendo Switch 2? Should I not? You know, yeah, I saw some kind of reviews on it where it's like, it might not be worth it, but I don't know, y'all. I might just have to get it just to be able to play Donkey Kong. And y'all, Mario Kart World was good though. But anyway, getting geeked up over Donkey Kong. Y'all are probably gonna be like, oh my god, what is wrong with, oh, here comes the comments. Oh, she's a fake light worker, she's a fake reader, she likes to play video games, you can't possibly do anything fun as a y'all. Anyway, but anyway, so somebody likes like that you're legit, you're real, right? You know, there are individuals that act like something that they're not, you know, and then people find out later, oh, they're not really like that. So an example, if you really are magically gifted, or you have some sort of divine gifts or abilities of some sort, you're not just making this shit the fuck up. Like, you really do have these things. And you know, if you're confident, you're not faking your confidence, you really are confident, right? Yeah, so it's like somebody likes the fact that I want to say it like you're an open book. They don't like to deal with individuals where they have to constantly play guessing games with them, or have to try to figure out what they're thinking, why they're thinking, how they're thinking. It's like you just come out and say it. You're just very open, and so it makes it very easy to deal with you, and maybe what you want, how you want certain things. So an individual really loves your friendship or your partnership or having relationships with you, or whatever the case may be, okay? And they really like the fact that you're able to think for yourself. You have your own opinions, your own thoughts on things. You don't just go with what everybody else says is the way to go, or you're not like cult minded. Is that the word? Cult minded? That's wild. There is the dark and evil magic card, all right? And speaking of cult, you know, cult type behavior or something like that, some of you all could have like had some kind of cult that was trying to get you to become a part of it, or you were able to escape it, or something like that. And they could have been practicing some sort of dark or evil magic of some sort, or somebody could have thought that you practice dark or evil magic, or if you do practice dark magic, you don't hide it, right? You're not somebody acting like you're just this nice, cute, wholesome, generous type of individual, and then behind the scenes you're practicing dark magic, right? And for those of y'all who don't know, dark magic in and of itself is not inherently bad. It's just magic that's done for individual reasons instead of for reasons for others, for outward, right? Some call it selfish magic, so to say. But then you have evil magic. Now, evil magic is a whole nother topic of, you know, but some of you all have escaped some sort of evil magic, or you have some sort of protection around you that makes it impossible for you or your loved ones to be subject to some sort of evil magic. All right. Somebody is recognizing that you're very gifted, possibly with magic, or you could have been studying magic recently, or somebody really likes that about you. They like the fact that you're able to look into things that others may be afraid to. You're not, like, you're very brave, you're very courageous. So you know how, like, some individuals, they judge people for practicing dark magic, but they don't even understand what dark magic is. They just hear it and it sounds bad, so they think it's, you know, inherently evil. They don't go and actually learn what it is that they think is evil to see whether or not it's evil. You're the type of individual where you actually go and learn about something before you just start, you know, disrespecting it or talking bad about it or things of that sort. So you're not unlearned and you're not cult-minded, and you also don't just follow readily social norms and social beliefs, things of that sort. Some of you all could have experienced being the black sheep at some point in time in your life, okay? You definitely are able to look at things a lot deeper than most people are able to. And one of the reasons why is because you are able to put your biases to the side because you actually legitimately want to be right, not just to feel right. Wow. Okay. And so somebody finds that to be impressive about you. Also, that you're not afraid to admit when you're wrong, or you're not afraid to make mistakes. Okay, so that's also brave. Yeah. And so some of you all, you could have done something recently that a lot of people appreciate, or they want to let you know or show you that you're appreciated and valued, because maybe they don't know, or maybe they feel like not enough people are showing you. All right. Somebody definitely appreciates your unique talents or gifts that you have. Others of you, you could be very appreciative of them. You could be very thankful of them because you may have used them recently to be able to defend yourself or protect yourself against some sort of evil magic. All right. Also, this may have something to do with individuals trying to convince you to not be your true self, or trying to make you fear being authentic and real and genuine. All right. You know how, like, society, a lot of what's going on in society nowadays kind of convinces especially young individuals that they got to have the fake lashes, the fake nails, they got to have 100,000 pounds of makeup on their face. They got to be wearing bras that are 3 times too small for them. They got to get a stank BBL and all kind of shit like that. No offense to anybody that's gotten one. This ain't no, hey, okay? I'm just saying some people say that some people stink, okay? I'm not saying y'all do if you got a BBL. Don't take that the way. All right? But I'm saying, like, society, a lot of the propaganda that has been being pushed, all right, is to try to make young individuals and individuals in general, to make them feel less than, to make them feel like I said, like they got to have 100,000 pounds of makeup on their face, or they got to be wearing, you know, clothes that cost $18,000, and they got to have the best this and the best that, all the while they're going to bed at night and hating themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're wondering why they can't keep a partner, or why they can't do this, or why they can't get out of debt, etc., etc. So a lot of it is like a trap, and you know that, and that's why you don't follow along with a lot of the bullshit that mainstream society does. And so somebody absolutely loves that about you. So they could be trying to figure out a way to show you this, or help you to see that in this day and age where they want people like you to feel like you're not good enough, or to be pressured into doing things that aren't best for you, or that, you know, certain individuals really don't like, they're not really attracted to. Like, they try to make a lot of women think that men are attracted to things that they're really not, you know, and then a lot of the women say, well, they're just doing it for them. They don't care if the men like it or not. And then they wonder why they can't get a man, because they don't care about what men want. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that stuff is done. I believe it's done on purpose, okay? to make people buy shit they don't need to buy, or to make them, you know, we're not gonna get into that right now. But whoever this individual is, or this group of people that are really fond of you, they like that you're not affected by that shit. That you see it for what it is. You recognize it for what it is. Superficial. You're not like a superficial type individual in that respect. Like, yeah, you care about yourself. Yeah, you keep yourself up. You keep yourself together. But you don't feel the need to have to do all this extra shit to show your worth, or to feel good about yourself. And that's not to say that people who wear, you know, lashes that look like Snuffleupagus' eyelashes, right? Or people who get the long extendo nails and all that stuff. It's not to say that y'all don't look good or there's something wrong with you. I'm not saying that at all, so please don't take it that way. Although I know somebody's gonna get mad because I said what I said, right? But the fact of the matter is, not everybody finds that attractive. Just like not everybody finds women who don't wear makeup attractive, or who don't have these different aesthetics, right? There are men that are attracted to women with fake boobs, right? That for whatever reason, they find that attractive more than a woman with real ones, right? So, people have their preferences, but that's what it is. But when you have like society pushing certain things onto people, and people feeling like they have to conform to these beauty standards, so to say, or these male standards that people say males should follow to look like a real man or be a real man, right? You're just not into all that. You're your own individual. You do things how you want to do things. If you like something, you'll do it. If you don't, you don't. And you also are not afraid to speak out about it, or to say how you really feel. And so, for some of you all, you could have dealt with individuals in the past where you may not have felt as comfortable with being able to say what you wanted to say, how you wanted to say it, because they had fragile egos. I don't know why I just thought, no, I know why, but, I thought about, when I thought about fragile egos right now, I thought about in Harry Potter where, Harry has the book from the Half-Blood Prince, and, what's her name, is trying to get the book from him. Hermione and, oh my god, what is the one he ended up marrying? How did I forget her name right now? That's really crazy. Ron's sister. They're trying to take the... How did I forget her name? I see her face is clear. That is really... Y'all, I'm about to lose my Harry Potter fan. Is about to... My card's about to get revoked. My card. Stop. Anyway, he has the book, and they're trying to see about the book and see inside of it and what's in it. And Hermione says, you know, is talking, and the other one, oh, it's coming back. Come on. It's coming. Oh, what's her name? Oh my gosh. Anyway, she says Harry goes, the binding is fragile, because she wants to see the book. She's trying to snatch the book from him. And he goes, the binding is fragile. She says, the binding is fragile? With that accent, with the British accent. Anyway, yeah, so I thought it was really hilarious, but I just thought about that right now. So, it's like, you're also not the type of individual that you're not easily offended by other people's thoughts and beliefs or perspectives on things. You can deal with, like I said earlier, you have the ability to deal with when you're wrong, or when you maybe made a mistake or something like that, or when you don't know something. And so people really love that about you. It's very genuine, it's very real and authentic. And you may not even actively intentionally do these things. It's just you, it's your personality, it's how you are, right? And so somebody really likes the fact that your binding is not fragile. Some of you all, somebody could have been trying to do some sort of binding fucking evil magic bullshit on you to try to keep you attached to them or stuck to them, or something like that. What the fuck is wrong with people, y'all? These people are something else, okay? And it is because you could have found an individual who really values you, or maybe who is not afraid to show you that, or that sees the worth in you, or something of that sort. Some of y'all, this individual or these people around you may have these same types of traits as well, and maybe that's why you resonate with them, or maybe that's why they're able to see these things about you as very valuable and worthy, because they are that way too, right? Somebody really likes the fact that you don't give up. You don't give up easily, right? You're not weak, okay? You're not fragile. All right, your ego's not fragile. And somebody really loves that about you. Others of you, if you were that way, it looks like you've been working very hard to overcome that, to not be that way. Somebody could have thought that your ego was fragile, so they could have talked some shit to you or said some old stupid stuff to you and thought that you were just gonna go in the corner and cry a fucking river, and that's not what happened. And they could be very like, what the fuck? And so now they could be trying to resort to some sort of magic, or what they were saying or doing to you was some sort of evil magic, but you didn't succumb to it, and they're pissed the fuck off because you didn't. It didn't do to you what they thought it would do to you, because, you know, they actually misjudged you and thought that you were something that you're not, okay? Some of you all, there's individuals, this is possibly a competitor of yours or a hater, okay? Or somebody who's envious of you. They see if you have transformed or improved tremendously in your life, if you have gotten a lot better at something, or you've been being appreciated or seen by individuals who others may honor or value or find worthy, you're just all around doing a lot better for yourself. Somebody could be envious of that or very spiteful of that, possibly because they don't get to enjoy in on the goodies with you, okay, or they don't get some sort of benefit from it. It might make them look stupid, especially if they talk some sort of shit about you, or maybe they were overly arrogant and thought that some sort of magic would work on you to keep you from prospering, to keep you from being successful, to make you have problems with self-worth, to be doubtful of your abilities and your gifts or things of that sort. They're recognizing that that shit don't phase you. It don't work on you, okay? It just doesn't. Some of you all, somebody could have tested you. They could have tested you to see if you're easily affected by the shit people say about you, or to see if you're a scammer, or to see if you're actually faking or something like that, okay? Wow. So you may have some sort of occult knowledge. Somebody could have been trying to figure out how much you know about something, or how much you know about them. What? Because some of y'all, you may have some sort of gifts or abilities, like some sort of clairvoyant, clairaudient, ESP type of abilities. And so they may have doubted you at first, and now they're like recognizing that you actually were honest, and you actually have these gifts or these abilities. Or maybe they thought that people who say that they have those gifts and abilities, that they don't, that they're just lying, and they're recognizing that you're actually not lying and you really have no reason to. Okay? Yeah, so with this, you don't give up, like you don't give up on yourself. Somebody likes that. You don't give up on yourself. You're committed to doing the best you can with what you have. You're committed to achieving success in all areas of your life, right? Like, you're okay with admitting if you need to get better at something, or if something didn't work, or if you could do something different, or if you need to move around from somebody who ain't good for you, or stuff like that. It's like, you have really very beneficial and good habits and characteristics about yourself. You don't compromise your values. Somebody really loves that. Okay, because they're not like that either. They don't compromise their values either. And they feel like whatever it is that they want to have with you or move forward with you about, they feel like it's worth it. Okay, because there's some sort of requited feelings or love of some sort. So they feel like it's not going to be a waste of time or a waste of energy, or that you're worth investing more in or something like that. Okay, because some of y'all, you could not be so say masterful at what you do just yet, but you very well could become that way with the path that you're going down, right? Because 2 + 2 = 4, right? So if you do, you know, if you have the number 2 and then you do it again and add another 2, and then you'll get number 4, right? So obviously if you keep doing what you're doing and it's causing success, it will keep bringing success for you. Meaning if you're adaptable, if you're recognizing when you need to change things or when you need to keep doing something, etc., etc. Okay, so yeah, some of you all may have recognized recently that you do have some sort of divine purpose of some sort. Okay, and that could be why you have some sort of gifts or abilities. And you decided, some of you all could be dealing with individuals who think that your gifts or your abilities are evil or are of the devil, and you basically didn't give a fuck. You didn't let that get to you. You didn't let it make you stop doing something that's really powerful for you and valuable for you, and that you know is not evil, it's not messed up, right? Yeah. So there could have been some sort of conflict of some sort, maybe with how somebody saw you or what they thought about something that you were doing. You're no longer in conflict with them, or they're no longer in conflict with you. Because for some of y'all, somebody thought you were fake, or they thought that you were, this could be a different individual, that they could have thought that you were fake, or that you were hiding something, or that you were sent to them by a hidden enemy? What? But they're recognizing that you genuinely want to make the world a better place. You're genuinely a good individual. Wow. You're genuinely for the good or for the better, or you're not using your divine gifts and abilities for evil, or for some of y'all, you're not afraid to defend yourself. I'll just say it like that. You're not afraid to defend yourself. So somebody could have thought that you were weak, or that you would just let them treat you any kind of way or do any kind of thing to, like, it's something like that. So they could have tried to do something to you, but it didn't work. Or they could have thought that you wouldn't speak the truth about something, or it's something like that, y'all. That's weird. Yeah. All right. So you could have recognized or realized that somebody was not loyal to you. Or you have a gift or ability to recognize, like, almost immediately if somebody's not being loyal to you, or if somebody's not really for you, so that you don't waste your time or your energy or waste your loyalty on them. Okay, so you could have moved on from an individual or a group of people who you thought were not loyal to you, or you recognized they weren't really for you the way that they could have tried to represent themselves to be. Wow, maybe you saw how they responded or acted when you started to get some sort of attention, or when you started to do better for yourself, or when you started to improve. That's when they showed their true colors, because they could have been used to the you that you were before you started to do better or be better. Maybe you could have complimented somebody, or maybe you were doing like kind gestures for someone, and they could have been nervous that you were not somebody that they could trust. Okay, and so they could have been trying to figure out, you know, what's the deal, if you're legit, if you're not, if you're faking, if you're being sent by some sort of hidden enemy of some sort or something like that. Yeah. Wow. So you're definitely staying disciplined. You're showing up for yourself. You're not allowing whatever's going on in the world that's not good. You're not allowing it to affect you negatively. You're not allowing it to get you down, to make you sad, to make you feel miserable. You're not falling into some sort of trap of some sort. You could be doing a lot of research or have been doing a lot of research recently. And you've learned like the truth about something, or you learned how to improve something or do better. Or some sort of research about improving something, or something that would help you gain more money or more prosperity or more something. Wow. So for some of y'all, you could be recognizing that life is starting to kind of work more for you, or work more in your favor. And it has a lot to do directly with some sort of choices or decisions that you've been making recently, and some way that you've been carrying yourself. Some way that you've been going about life. Okay? You could have let go of individuals who may not have the same, who may not be on the same journey as you, or who may not be willing to let go of some sort of limiting beliefs, or some sort of ways of doing something that just causes them more issues or problems than it does helping them. Okay? So there's some sort of quantum leaping. Wow. Yeah, you could have turned your back on somebody, or they feel like you betrayed them, but you didn't. Like, they betrayed themselves, so to say, by the way that they acted with you, or how they were with you. Okay? You're not afraid to be not liked at times by people. You're not a pick-me. Okay? Like, if somebody doesn't fucking like you, especially when you're doing the right thing, especially when you are actually correct in a situation, or when they're like misjudging you, or when they're just pissed off because they can't make you do exactly what the fuck they want you to do, like, you don't care if they don't like you. And so what? Because you're not fraudulent. Some of you all, somebody could be mad because you said no to them, or somebody likes the fact that again, you're not a pick-me. You could say no. You could do what you want to do, how you want to do it, type of thing. So some of you all could have took some time recently to sit and just kind of be in your own energy and think a lot about what you're going to do next in life, where you're going to move forward next, what's going to happen next. You could be thinking a lot about what's going on in the world, and how to best respond. How to best respond to it or prepare for it. You could be thinking a lot about maybe some things that may have happened in the past, how you feel about an individual. Yeah. What does something mean that somebody said to you? You may be appreciating your journey more, or this time to like think and really reflect on your life and what has been going on has made you appreciate your journey more. Maybe you're starting to recognize that things that you could have thought were not so good situations in the past, it actually, had those things not happened, you wouldn't be as good as you are at something, or you wouldn't be happy as you are, or you wouldn't be able to experience or do the things that you're able to do that you want, you know? Some of you all may have decided to go back to college or university or to take more classes. Or like I said, you could be learning more, like researching about something more. Yeah, somebody was definitely trying to emotionally trigger you to get you to do something or say something to them that they could use against you. But they did not get what the fuck they wanted. Okay? Or they could have been trying to make you fear having some sort of valuable conversations or talking about something or saying something or being your true self or being honest or real, because they can't. When you're honest and truthful, it's just better. Let's just say it like that. It's better for you. Y'all, I just keep thinking about this dang on Donkey Kong. I'm so excited to play this game, y'all, when I get done with this reading. Oh my God. Yes. Anyway, okay, so you could be studying some sort of esoteric teachings. Okay, you could be studying spirituality more, maybe learning more about other religions, other beliefs and perspectives of how they believe, how they think, why they think it. It's like, because some of y'all, it's like I said in the beginning, like you're the type where you would rather be right than, you'd rather actually be correct or be right than to feel like you're right. You know, like some people would rather feel like they're right rather than actually being correct or right in a situation. So you could be learning about a religion or an ideology of some sort, or what's going on in a certain place, or what's actually happening, the facts of a situation or the facts of the matter, or the truth, right? So that way when you make some sort of when you have certain perspectives or views, they're educated. It's not just you talking a bunch of bullshit. And maybe somebody knows that you do this and they really like that about you, because it makes what you say hold more weight, because they know you're not an idiot just saying shit because everybody else is saying it, or you're not going along to get along to seem cool or to seem relevant. Like I said, y'all be aura forming without even trying to. Like, you're just awesome person. You don't even be trying to be, you know, awesome, attractive, doing what you do. Like, you're just you. And a lot of the ways that you are makes you very attractive. It makes you trustworthy. It makes you honorable. Yeah, so I see you doing more of what you want to do and not necessarily everything that's expected of you, because you know that some people may not have the type of knowledge or wisdom that you have, so they might expect or think that you should behave or do things in certain ways than what you actually should be doing it, or than what is best for you, right? An example, for some of you all, you could have gained some sort of knowledge or wisdom from individuals who may practice magic, or maybe they have some similar divine gifts or abilities like you do, and they could have been trying to tell you to do something a certain way that they do it, but that way that they do it is better for them, but it might not be good for you, right? Some way that they practice magic might be good for them, but it might not be good for you. They could be very limited in their thinking that there's only one way to practice something or do something. So you're doing things your way, how you want to do them, with something in particular. And it's actually like really valuable. And for some of you all, maybe somebody knows this, that it's actually really valuable for you to do it the way you want, to be genuine, to be real. And they could be trying to convince you not to do that because they know that it's going to make you very successful, or they know that it makes you more attractive to others, or they know that it makes you more comfortable or more happy. What the fuck, yo? What is... Yeah, you're being told by your ancestors to keep up the great work. Okay? You're doing really well with something. They're really proud of you. This could have something to do with, maybe you're trying to stay in tune and in harmony with the ways that your ancestors were, for the most part. And maybe you kind of are incorporating the ways that they do things, but you're doing it in your own way. You could be wondering if they would be upset about it, or if they would be mad about it, or if you know, you're doing something wrong. For the most part, what I see, your ancestors that are in, you know, in not in this earth realm, physically, like as having a whole body type of thing, they are saying keep up the great work, because it's not necessarily how you do this thing per se. It's about the feeling, or it's about the intentions, or something like that, the intentions behind it or something. So somebody could be trying to hold you to some sort of standard that they like. It's stupid. It's irrelevant, the standard that they're trying to hold you to. So there's no need to. All right. You could be recognizing that you're more valuable, or more influential, or more important than you thought that you were. Maybe individuals could have told you recently how much they appreciate what it is that you do, or how much they care about you, or how much they love you. Maybe you've been having more individuals want to work with you, or team up with you, or be around you, or something like that. But you're very valuable, especially to the divine, especially to your ancestors or your angels, your spirit guides. Okay, something about do not fear disappointing others. Okay, maybe you could be telling yourself that, or you don't fear disappointing others, or you have no need to fear that. This could be something to do with the way that you artistically express yourself. Okay, some of y'all, you're artists, or you express yourself in artistic ways. That could be really powerful for you. It's about some sort of new rituals or practices that you've been doing. You're also very skeptical of certain things, whereas others might readily just accept them, or you know, go with the flow with them. And maybe because you're skeptical of certain things, you could deal with, you know, at times people who aren't able to see things from your perspective, or who are way more trusting and don't see anything wrong with something, so they think you should do the same, right? And I'm sensing that, like, honestly, your skepticism has been proven to be very valuable over time versus the non-skepticism of others in a situation. Or somebody feels that way about you. They see all these things about you. They could be thinking a lot about this about you. They really like this. Okay? You're also able to control yourself, or to like move how you want to move, do what you want to do, go about things the way that you want to go about things, right? You're a self-starter, so to say. You don't have to wait for others to be okay with something, or to go along with something for you to do it, or for you to believe it. So for some of y'all, somebody could regret trying to play emotional like manipulative tactics with you. Okay, they could have withheld their emotions from you. They could have been trying to have you having to play some sort of guessing games with them. Trying to figure out or wonder whether or not they really care for you, or whether or not they're really for you, or what's really going, or something like that. And they could feel like that was the wrong move, the wrong choice, or something. Especially if they're trying to emotionally provoke you in an evil way, they may be regretting that they did that. They were a horrible friend. They could be realizing that they were a horrible friend, or somebody was a horrible friend. Maybe you learned, oh, I see. Some of you all, maybe in the past, you used to try to keep it cute, so to say. Let's say that. You used to try to keep it cute in the sense of maybe you didn't want to have too much drama, chaos, or conflict with individuals. So you would, if somebody was a piece of shit, you wouldn't readily just say that they're a piece of shit, right? You would try to be like, well, they could use some improvement. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. They could use some improvement. And now you're just like, nah, they're a piece of shit. Right? Are you going to use to try to give certain individuals benefit of the doubt and you don't do that anymore? Or it's just like, maybe maybe you were trying to be like more nicer, you know, but you stopped doing that because you recognized that it wasn't beneficial to be that way or to do that. Like it wasn't, you know, because maybe you were attracting individuals or that couldn't deal with the truth or with honesty. They want you to like sugarcoat things or make it seem nicer than what it is, or something like that. So maybe that's what maybe influenced you to start being more real. Not to say that you were fake, but just actually saying more of what you want to say instead of, you know, instead of not. So you're not delusional. Somebody could have thought that you were delusional, but you're not. They're realizing that, okay? Somebody could have tried to sacrifice you, but they didn't gain anything from it. In fact, shit fell the fuck apart for them. Or you could have moved on from them before they try to make you a sacrifice, because they should try to make you a sacrifice. What the fuck? They weren't able to sacrifice you. All right? Or you let go of some bullshit that wasn't for you, or that was just causing, it wasn't allowing you to do what you're divinely meant to be doing. Yeah, you're not delusional. So these individuals could have been trying to like make you think that you're wrong for being the way that you are, and you're not. And like I said, it's because either they don't know enough, or they're not as brave as you are with something, or it's something, y'all. There's nothing wrong with being skeptical of some things. Okay? Wow. Yeah, you're definitely a lot more advanced, especially spiritually, than the average individual. Okay? So you may be able to see things that other people can't see. You could recognize patterns that other people may not be able to recognize. All right? Somebody was a horrible friend. Wow. Wow. So you could have given them some sort of unconditional love of some sort, and they could have tried to betray you. What the fuck? When they didn't deserve the benefit of the doubt, or you could have tried to give them the benefit of the doubt and they didn't deserve it. And so maybe that's why you say what you say now, or you do what you do now. You could have tried to sit it out and talk, and you could have tried to maybe you found out something about this individual. you seen them for who they really were. And once you recognize what they really were, there was no denying it anymore. So they were a horrible friend. But you tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you like, once you realize what it was, like, you stopped dealing with them, or you moved on from them, or something like that. Y'all. Yeah, so some of y'all, you could have decided to just be on your own or do things on your own, and maybe somebody really loves that about you, that you don't need a whole entourage, and you don't need everybody to love you and faint over you, and, you know, all this old extra shit. Like, it's your confidence, okay? It's your beauty, not your booty. All right? That somebody's attracted to. And, like, I'm talking about inner beauty. It could actually be your actual beauty too, like, or your handsomeness too, but it's more like your soul. Somebody loves your soul. I'm sensing that song for some of y'all, if this is a romantic connection, because for some of y'all it is, but for a lot of you all it's not. If this is a romantic connection, I'm sensing that song, I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight. I'm not really singing, y'all, so don't even baby, all through the night, I'll make love to you. I forget, for whatever reason right now, who the fuck sings that song. Okay, it's not an old song, but, you know, it's back when R&B was real R&B. Okay? Who sings that song? And that's weird, because I think that song was on the movie Soul Food. Soul Food? Let me know if y'all ever seen the movie Soul Food. Something about soul food over fast food. Somebody talking about they had enough fast food. They want some soul food. Or somebody really respects, like, soul, maybe like music with soul. Wow, that's weird. Okay, now I'm sensing like somebody could like music Soul Child. Is that what the art? And that's not the same artist of the song I was just mentioning the lyrics to, but somebody could listen to music Soul Child, or that obviously that's not for all of y'all. That's just like really random. Maybe you really like music, or you could be a musician. Or maybe you use music to express yourself artistically, or it's something. Or maybe y'all have the same taste in music, or similar vibes, or something. It's something like that, okay? That could be just a whole side note for somebody, all right? Yeah. Something is beneficial for your well-being. It's almost like you could have been dealing with individuals that were trying to make you fear doing things that you shouldn't have feared, or you didn't need to fear. Like I said, it's like they operate off of fear-based mind programs, okay? But you don't. So, of course, you're going to be willing to do certain things that they're not willing to do, okay? Or you do things that they think they can't understand it because they're not on your level. They're just not on your level. Some of y'all have gone through a very, like, amazing level up recently. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Oh, this is so yummy. Okay? You're holding yourself accountable. You're not allowing yourself to, like, make excuses to procrastinate, or to stay in situations that aren't good for you, or to continue doing things for people who aren't loyal to you, who aren't beneficial for you, right? You're just really in a whole nother vibe, than maybe you used to be. But it's not like you've changed per se. It's just more of like you're expressing more of these ways that you are. And for some of y'all, some individuals, like, it's like, what the fuck? Oh my God. They're like, they don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know what to expect because you didn't change the, you know, and it's not even that you really necessarily change things. It's more just you're showing more of who you really are. Because you see what happens when you don't, you know? You might have people who only want to be around you for this individual they think that you are, or the limited version sort of thing, you know? Yeah, wow. So some sort of fakes were exposed in your life. Okay, you realize who was really there for you and who really wasn't, or who was only there for you for what you could do for them and who was there for you legitimately for you. You know how to deal with people better now. If they are only in your life just for what you can do for them type of thing, then you're going to respond accordingly. You may not give them everything that you would normally give somebody who maybe is worth more of it. Maybe you might not say certain things around them. Maybe you might not, you know. So maybe for some of you all, that could be what you may have changed. So somebody could be used to some sort of ways that you used to be with them or involve yourself with them. Or they could be used to getting some sort of, like, not accolades, some sort of treatment from you that they don't rate. Because now you know that they're not loyal to you, or they're not really truly there for you, or they only want to be your friend when you're doing worse than them type of thing, or they only want to support you when it's not going to affect their, so you get what I'm saying? So you're like, oh, okay, that's how the fuck it is. All right then. So some of y'all, they could have thought that you weren't gonna respond that way to them, that you were just gonna like just keep letting them be shady as fuck. And you just keep looking like a dummy doing the most for them. Like, no, that's not how this works. Okay? That's not how it works. Some people who you could have dealt with before, they could be afraid of success and failure. So they could be nervous about if something actually works and goes right, or they could be nervous about if something fails. Okay? And they may not know how to deal with their emotions when they feel those ways, but you know how to deal with yours though. You know how to, you know, act accordingly. God exposed the fakes in their life. Some of y'all could have asked God to show you who was really for you and who wasn't. Okay? Who's really on your side and who's really not. You stayed loyal to your principles, your values. Somebody couldn't, like, get you to give up on your morals or your values, like I said. They couldn't get you to sell yourself short. Sell yourself short? I don't know why I just thought about, you know, selling shorts, investments. Yeah, you didn't compromise your values. For some of y'all, somebody could have tried to say that you did. Okay? But you didn't. And that truth, it's obvious. Okay? You don't have no need to, like, try to run after somebody or beg them. Like, that's what they could have thought, that you were going to run after them or beg them for some sort of love or to keep them, like, okay. You know your worth. You know your value. And it's not like, it's not arrogance. It's like you see what the fuck somebody's on or what they're doing or whatever type of mind games they're trying to play. You already see, you know what's up. So you're responding accordingly. They're just mad because you know what's up. You know what's good. You know how to play the fucking game, if not better, and win. Right? Exactly. Or maybe they're mad because you're actually really loved by society when they wanted society to hate you. Or they wanted people to not like you. Or they wanted people to turn away from you. Or you know. Yeah. You're able to handle and deal with whatever comes your way. Okay, somebody could have tried to say you're abusing your power, and you're not. You're not abusing your power, or they were. Okay, like I said, you could have trusted them or looked out for them or did something, or you were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. They knew that, and then they tried to be manipulative towards you. So that power that they had could have been your trust in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you looking out for them, or you helping them, or you doing business with them, or you teaming up with them. Yeah. So you're just like, not everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. You're okay with that. Okay? And if they're mad or upset because you're actually gaining people who really do love you, who really do value you, who really do care for you, fuck it. Oh well. Oh well. Your angels are protecting you. Your spirit guides have put you up on game. All right? Your gifts and abilities have improved. You've been recognizing this. Okay? You gained some sort of new skills. All right? Or you learned something new that is really, really, really worthy. Really valuable. Yeah, so somebody's recognizing that you're trustworthy. Even in situations where most people would fold. Poker. Okay, somebody likes to play poker. Or you may really like to play poker. Yeah. So you know your strengths. You know what you're not that strong at. And you've been doing what's necessary to improve your strengths. And also to lessen your weaknesses. Some of you all, this individual or these people that you dealt with that you are fond of or that are fond of you, maybe you really like that they're not afraid to say what the truth is or what's real, because like they don't sugarcoat things. So if you're not doing well at something, they'll let you know. If you need to change, they'll let you know. If they really like something, they'll let you know. Like that way you're not having to always play guessing games, so to say, you know? Somebody likes that you're really intelligent, but you're also humble. So the average individual probably wouldn't recognize that you're extremely intelligent. They would know that you're smart, but they wouldn't readily probably recognize that you're extremely intelligent unless you showed them. Because you're not just outwardly arrogant trying to make people bow down to you and talking about some you're the best ever at everything and you're this and that and da, you know? But if they have like a conversation with you, a deep conversation, they'll readily recognize that you're actually really, really intelligent, or you're really knowledgeable, or you're really wise, or you're very artistic or very skilled. Yeah. Again, you don't have to beg them for, it's like somebody wanted you begging and pleading or coming, like feeling like you couldn't do something on your own, or you would come running back to them, or that's what they were hoping and that's not what happened or something, y'all. Look. Okay. Somebody could have been acting like they are real, but they're not. Okay, like they could be acting like they're legit or they're trustworthy, and they're not. You're still bossing up on somebody, y'all. Or people. You're making boss moves still. Y'all are on it. I love it. I love it. Okay? And from this perspective of what you're doing, you know, Oh, all right. So for some of you all, there is an individual that you could have admired. Maybe a way that they act or behave, or their knowledge or their wisdom. You could be very thankful or grateful or appreciative of what they may have done for you. And they like that you're appreciative. They like that you respect, and you're not just like, you didn't just, you know, act like they didn't have some sort of role or worth in how you became who you are, or in how you became as good as you did at something. Right? So you're the type of individual, you're not afraid to admit when somebody helped you with something, or when you gain some sort of knowledge or wisdom from another individual, right? Or when you weren't the best at something. Like I said, you're not like egotistical. You're just not. You could be you could be receiving or have received some sort of unexpected kindness from people, and it's making you very happy, or made you very happy. You feel like you have a lot of creative freedom, or something made you feel more creatively free. And that could be something that you're really grateful for or thankful for. Again, like you're in a situation where you could be your real self or true self, or you feel like you're respected for who you really are without having to, like, you know, act like a fucking circus clown to be appreciated. No, that ain't no shade to circus clowns, all right? They have really hard, difficult jobs. They do work, okay? But like you get what I'm saying. Yeah, so you have a lot of stuff that is very good for you, especially spiritually, or a lot of new practices that you've been engaging in, or some sort of rituals, or something. Yeah. You could be reminded by your ancestors to also enjoy the simple pleasures, okay? The simple things, too. Things don't have to be more complicated than they need to be, or something like that. Yeah, you're definitely becoming the best version of yourself. Or that's one of your major goals that you've been working towards. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, there's some sort of level up that's going on. You're leveling up. Some sort of gifts or abilities that you have may have increased tremendously, or your power, and it's directly due to your beliefs, or you taking the spiritual realm more seriously. There you go. There you go. And also possibly because you had the courage to start over and let go of something that wasn't meant to be, that wasn't for you. Okay? So anyway, y'all, I see that I have to go take care of something, y'all. But I'm really happy for y'all. Continue doing great things. I was happy to do this reading for y'all, all right? Y'all, I gotta go play some Donkey Kong. Yes, y'all, all right? So with that being said, keep up the great work, y'all. Okay, keep up the great work. Your ancestors are very proud and happy. You're doing good for yourself. Stay real. With that being said, I will see you soon. I'll see y'all in the next reading.